focus on the world of sports itself and the biggest debate and controversy that's gripped the world of cricket specifically, that is Pakistan's boycotting of playing against India. Sri Lanka now has appealed to Pakistan to reconsider the World Cup boycott. Sri Lanka to Pakistan board has come out to say, and I quote, reconsider the India match boycott. Lanka cites big demand for the game, sale of tickets. Sri Lanka Cricket Board, that is the SLC, has appealed to the Pakistan Cricket Board, PCB, to be considering its boycott of the upcoming T20 World Cup match against India, scheduled for February 15, 2026. Now, Sri Lanka Cricket President Shami Silva has written to the Pakistan Cricket Board urging it to reconsider reports of a possible non-participation in the India versus Pakistan match that's scheduled to be played in Sri Lanka during the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. Now, Sri Lanka Cricket noted that the country is eagerly anticipating that very tournament in its role as a host nation, and that all commercial, operational and logistical and security arrangements for the matches assigned to Sri Lanka have already been finalized. Now, this also includes hospitality, planning and the sale of match tickets at this point of time. So this is what we are learning, and we have Nikhil Naz joining us on the broadcast with more details on this. Nikhil, a very good morning to you. This is a debate that seems to be escalating and in fact getting stretched out with each passing day. The match was scheduled to take place on February 15th. Pakistan Prime Minister made it official yesterday that the team will not be playing against India. Sri Lanka, however, has now come out to try and mediate things between the two sides, or rather at least ask Pakistan to reconsider their decision, given that there's a lot at stake, not just on the field but also off the field when we speak of the economy as well.
That's right, Shreya. I mean, it's not just that Sri Lanka sees that particular encounter between India and Pakistan as very crucial to their economy. Remember, Sri Lanka are the co-hosts, and this is the game on which the entire World Cup as such, is dependent. I mean, you look at the economics of it, it's about 1/3 of the money that of the entire T20 World Cup comes from when it is the television rights. But I'd have to say, in terms of the other areas from where you earn revenue in terms of tourism, all of those other factors, I think that would put this at the numero uno spot when it comes to a India-Pakistan encounter. And I'm sure that is something that Sri Lanka has been looking forward to for a very long time. I have spoken to a lot of folks that are in the cricket business, and they say that, especially the ones that are dealing with the tickets, they're very worried because it's going to be a major hit for people, who are in the cricketing business, whether they are the travel agents as well as the ticket sellers, hotels in Sri Lanka. So overall tourism is going to take a massive hit, and that is something, that Sri Lanka, it wouldn't go down well with the Sri Lankan authorities. And I think what Pakistan is doing at the moment, I think more than trying to play the mediator, Sri Lanka is worried about those financial losses that might come their way. And I think it's in a very polite manner that Sri Lanka is reminding Pakistan that this will have repercussions then. Because remember, Pakistan didn't have cricket for almost a decade and a half after the terror attack on the Sri Lankan team in 2009. And, it took other countries about 15 odd years to go back to Pakistan and some sort of cricket come there. Sri Lanka was also one of those teams that have shown that gesture and traveled back to Pakistan after a long gap. And I think this is a sort of a veiled warning that they are kind of conveying to Pakistan that, listen, if this is something that you go on with, going forward, we might reconsider our bilateral ties. And I think this wouldn't just be restricted to Sri Lanka. Going forward, you could hear, and I believe there are already conversations, back-channel conversations between other boards in Pakistan, where other boards who are also going to suffer because of loss of revenue coming out of those television rights that will take a hit with no India-Pakistan game. Letting Pakistan know that, this is a misstep and this could hurt bilateral relations with all those other countries. So I think Pakistan pulling out will have some grave repercussions. But you're right, we heard from the Prime Minister saying no going back. So would Pakistan do that, or are they ready to go the whole hog? We just have to wait and watch.
Very true. And, Nikhil, what seems in this entire episode at this point of time, and it's very unfortunate, is that with its hardline stance, Pakistan seems to have lost sight of what is at stake here. It has taken up a position which almost looks as if it's come on their political ego for that matter, and that has led them to lose sight of how it will be affecting them on the field in terms of future tournaments, how it will be affecting their relations with other countries. Because when Bangladesh had flagged the concern, they had flagged a specific concern that we are scared that the players' securities might be at stake. But Pakistan here, since day one, has not been able to give a solid reason as to why they will not be playing, other than just backing Bangladesh's entire stance in the whole episode.
That's right, Shreya, and that is the surprising bit that we've oftentimes mentioned some cases in the past as well where countries have skipped the game. Whether it was England in 2003 and in 1996 we had West Indies and Australia, not play. But on those occasions there were two real factors that led to those decisions. One, of course, security concerns, which isn't the case here with Pakistan, because they will be based out of Colombo anyway and play all their other games there. And the other times there have been geopolitical reasons where England has said that we don't have any diplomatic relations with Zimbabwe, so we won't be going there and playing. But in this case, that is not something that Pakistan can say, because the issue that was at hand was Bangladesh. So it's a third-party issue. Would this cut mustard with the ICC? I mean, at the moment, it does seem unlikely. But I think what Pakistan, following this news for the last few days, in fact, I interviewed the former PCB chief in Najam City. I think what Pakistan is backing on is that they will take the matter to court once they stick the India game, take the ICC to court. And before ICC can put any sort of sanction, they are relying on the fact that because their government has taken a decision which is, again, not something that is not, or that is beyond the control of the cricket board, which has happened in a certain few cases in the past, the court might rule in their favor, saying that at this point the board really can't do anything. So I think they're relying on that. What I'm picking up is that they consulted a few legal experts, and they think they'll have a strong case in case the ICC does take them to court. So I think they've taken that route. Whether it is something that they'll come out smelling of roses, we'll have to wait and watch. But as much as I can foresee what might happen, I think Pakistan is not only risking financial sanctions, but I think a complete isolation going forward in international cricket.
Right, Nikhil. Definitely an unfortunate episode that we've been seeing play out in the world of cricket, as the T20 World Cup, in fact, is to be beginning. And this is where it all stands at this point of time, a match that was scheduled for February 15th. And now that seems to be the very eye of the storm in that very sporting world.